This is Kugan Cassius for IFLTV. We're away in here ahead of Heavy Impact tomorrow night, live on the Zone, here at the Co-op. I think it's just about calmed down. Jeamie Tkv, what's going on?
I'm all good. I was laughing straight after it, man. It was all good for show. Yeah, man, I'm all good.
So I said to Adeleye yesterday, I think you started it because I could see the bang on the table, and I looked at you and I thought, you banged it again, I looked at you again, and that was the catalyst for you. I don't know if it's out of character or not, but you did have a little bit of a flip out moment there.
Yeah, well, it's not out of character for me. I do remain calm, yeah? But when people cross the line, that's when I do flip out. But I always try to remain calm, try to be respectful to everyone, be nice to everyone. Look, many people know me. I got a big heart, man. I'm nice to people. David knows himself. That's why he calls me a nice guy, because I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? He pretends to be a street guy, but I'm a nice guy. But I did flip the table because of him. He kept, just like he said, he kept banging it. I said, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to flip this one. I'm going to bang it and flip it. So.
Right, let's go for a little bit of a brief history of you and David. Were you, prior to this kind of whole situation, were you two friends?
Say that again, sorry?
Prior to this kind of fight being announced, before this week, etc., at some point, were you two friends?
Of course, like, when we see each other, there's love, you get what I'm saying? Like, we'll shake hands, give each other, you know, the brotherly hug, you get what I'm saying? Like, obviously, sometimes there'll be a phone call to congratulate him, but I remember one time I had to call him, I had to get his number off a mutual friend of ours. You get what I'm saying? We're friends. Won't say the closest, but we're friends. I'm not gonna knock it. I know, like, when you see someone, you show them love. You get what I'm saying? So me and him had no issues prior. We had no issues beforehand. You know, never expected to fight this early either. You know, so yeah, I was cool with Dave. To be honest, I ain't got a problem with Dave anyway. So it's not like I'm still cool. I don't really care. It's business.
So look, without kind of going too much over old ground yesterday, there was a lot said regarding messages and whether David wanted to fight certain fighters, etc. Just give me kind of like a summary of that. I mean, look, we don't need to, because David obviously was showing us messages yesterday about certain things and that.
Yeah, there's nothing that I've said. The thing is, I recently got his number again in December before that Davis fight. There's a reason why. He knows. I'm not going to talk too much about it. He can talk about it. I don't care, because he knows the truth. He can lie to people. I don't care. He can put that narrative out, but I know the truth. He knows the truth. And what I said was the truth, and he lied. But he has to look in the mirror and tell himself, and just look at himself, because he's a liar. Just look at himself and say, right, I'm a liar. He's actually a liar. And I didn't realize till yesterday, the stories I was saying, he's spinning it in his own little scenario. Like, he believes what he believes. But he can show whatever text. I ain't said nothing to him. I don't text him day to day. I don't text him for him to even have texts. I don't know what texts he has, but I don't text him anyway. So it's funny to hear that.
So originally you guys were meant to be spending kind of the 3 days in the same hotel as we're all at, with there's a majority of the fighters are there. Mm-hmm. Were you advised that it's best that you guys were not with your teams in the same vicinity for the next couple of days? Was that advised to you to do, or is it something that you wanted to remove yourself from?
We wanted to stay. We got advised by Queensberry that it's not the right idea because it may kick off in a hotel. And it will kick off in a hotel.
To be fair, it would 100%, if you'd stayed in a hotel, it would have gone off at some point, yeah, 100%.
Exactly, so we got advised by Queensberry. Queensberry didn't want us in the same hotel as Dave, which is understandable. Just keep it all cool until fight night, it's not a problem. But I ain't got a problem with like Dave, even when like one of his guys is in our hotel. Like, I held him up, like, it's all good, I ain't got a problem. We're here, we're gonna fight, it's business. You get me? So I'm easy.
Let me ask you, after yesterday's press conference, was there any question of possibly the fight then not taking place? Was that ever suggested or not?
People love that stuff. That even boosted the fight. I'm sure there was more ticket sales after that, man. There's no way that fight would have been off. Everyone would have been upset if that fight taken off. But obviously, we know what happens when you do stuff like that. Yeah, those type of antics, there's always repercussions. So, but the fight is still on, and we're still going to get it on. Yeah.
Is there a possibility that you may have to kind of answer questions to the board regarding yesterday or not?
Possibly. I do believe like I know how they are. They'll probably not try and discipline me, but they'll discipline me. But we'll find out. Yeah.
Listen, it happened. Yeah. It is what it is. I hope, like I said, you don't kind of suffer in any kind of way as a result of that. But yeah, it kind of happened, but everyone was okay as a result of it, so it is what it is. I mean, you know.
I mean, I only flipped the table, never hurt anyone, but it was to make, because he was slamming the table, making a scene. Like I said, I had to do one better, which is what I did, so yeah, so be it.
Let's come on to the thing that actually really matters, kind of what happens tomorrow night. You're very confident that you go in there tomorrow and you beat David Adeleye.
100%. He knows that he's in a difficult fight. He knows that. He knows that. People may think, easy fight. He knows. As long as he knows, I don't care. I don't care what people say. He knows it's a hard fight. He knows it's a difficult fight. I know what type of fight I'm in, and I do not care. I'm going there, and I'm going to take him out.
Obviously, this fight's for the British title. Again, something, especially with the heavyweights, has been kind of lost in translation over the years. Of people win it, but the emphasis around winning the British heavyweight title, I feel, over the last few years has been a little bit lost. But what would it mean to you to capture that Lonsdale belt? To
be a part of history, man. Just like we saw. I didn't even know Lennox Lewis won it in 1991. So, but he's not the only one. I'm sure. Did Frank Bruno win it? I'm not sure
if Frank was British champion or not.
He wasn't on that list, but I know people like Danny Williams, let's not forget some legends too. But I want to be a part of that long list of history, you get what I'm saying? So to put my name in the history books means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can do that, I'm a happy man.
You truly believe you'll knock out David Adeleye tomorrow night here in Manchester?
I'll break him down. He's a broken man, but I'm going to break him down in that ring. He's a broken man.
Two last things, Jeamie. Today, $1 million question. Are you two guys going to face off?
Yeah, if we face off, we face off. If we don't, we don't. I
see the cage being brought in, the steel cage being brought in. I'm joking.
What? They're trying to do what? Hey and what?
Hey and Chisora.
Yeah. Hey, that would be sick, though. You get me? That adds a little, you get me fuel to the fire, you get what I'm saying? It makes it a bit more interesting. Yeah, it's good. But let me be honest, the reason why I even did lose my cool a little bit is because I'm talking to him. Me and him are talking. You can say whatever you can say to me. I can say whatever I can say to you. But you are threatening my team, and he's trying to physically threaten my team. I will never physically threaten his team. That's very disrespectful, and I didn't take that lightly. And this persona, this gangster persona, it don't make sense. We're gonna be in the ring, my brother. We're going to be fighting, we're going to be throwing hands. This gangster persona ain't going to change that. But anyways, I just felt I had to put that there because that's another reason why I kind of flipped out, because you're talking about punching everyone around me, and I would never say that. I would never disrespect your team. You know what I'm saying? There's a code. He's just trying to be a bully. No one likes bullies. You know what I'm saying? So, there it is.
Last question. This is impossible for you to answer, but I'm going to ask you it anyway. Do you envisage, or can you envisage, after the fight, you two kind of, that being that, and kind of even shaking hands or embracing, can you even look to that? I don't really think you can even answer this, to be honest with you, but have you thought about that?
I don't really care. We can shake hands or we don't shake hands. I don't really care. It is what it is. It don't bother me, it don't faze me, it don't change nothing in my life. That's it.
Well, everybody, if you haven't got a ticket here in Manchester tomorrow at the Carp Live, make sure you tune into DAZN, Queensbury's first show on DAZN. And this fight, like I said, it was just heating up a little bit from the first press conference, but now it's fully lit, so we'll see what happens.
Now, if I was a fan, I would be excited for this fight myself, so I'm glad that I'm involved in the fight. So, it's a good fight. Everyone should be tuning in. Yeah.
Alright, just check this table. No, this table's cool. This table's cool.
Hold up. I think it's bolted.
Bolted. They've bolted them.
Listen. I'm so glad that table wasn't bolted, because I would have been like, fuck you, Dave. Just sat back down. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm glad it wasn't bolted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Jeamie Tkv, thank you very much for talking to IFLTV. Wish you the best of luck tomorrow night. We'll definitely talk to you after your fight tomorrow, and we'll see how tomorrow plans out.
Yeah, man. Let's go.